What's going on, fam? Welcome to another edition of Combat Craig has a couple White Claws and decides to go live 15 minutes ago. So this one is VA Math for Dummies. I'm a dummy. Um, whatever. If you have a math brain, this might make more sense to you. If it doesn't make any sense to you, hopefully this helps clear it up a little bit. Kind of hard to explain. I'm going to walk through it. You kind of got to like pound your way on this thing and, figure out where you're at, where you need to be. It's important. Different ways, this isn't a race to see who can win. Well, this is a race to see who could win, but it's not who's the smartest guy in the room and all that kind of stuff. So, whatever it takes for you to figure out VA math, good. For me, I totally suck at math. And my thumbnail just kind of is funny. And I've actually never tried this. So we're going to see how this goes. Got a few people on. What's up, everybody? Laura, living in Mexico. Colin. You've, all 3 years on, dude. Kind of funny. Let's see. Where is it? I just saw it. So Colin's like, sup, Combat Craig. Been ironically doing VA math hard lately. Tell them about the bilateral factor math, which is where you start. So a couple house cleaning things. Cleaning. I'm not an accredited agent. He is not an agent either. Got a couple license plates, more license plates up back there. If you need an accredited agent, you should get one. Like, they're accredited. There's a list. Get a VSO. I'm just literally, I don't even know if it's veteran to veteran advice. It's just me talking. And I appreciate you listening. Just crossed 20,000. That helps with clicking the subscribe button and turning the notification bell on. So subscribe. If you want to join Combat Craig, this is when I had 15,000 subscribers. I got private first class, and I'm rolling out a new membership level. I'm going to put the VA forms in there. A lot of the ones that I think that you should be filling out, and just kind of I'll walk through that with you. And then I'm going to be doing a live chat. And as these live chats, when I show up 10 minutes on a Friday night, they're pretty mellow. The idea is to have, it's not a one-on-one. It's going to be a small group. And we'll see how it goes. And I'm just going to do that for $20 and see how that works. I'm trying to figure out the monetization stuff. I want to find something that works. Definitely don't think charging you 15 grand is fair. Whatever, we'll see what works. I know a lot of you guys are probably just going to change memberships on me and go from $2.99 to $20, and that's cool too. And super chats are good and all that kind of stuff.
Thanks for the super chat.
I don't know where the super chat thing is. All right, so I think that pretty much covers the first part of it. We got Clyde, we got the GoPro with some green lights in the background. So let's go into the screen share and see how much I destroy this. So your VA disability rating, you need to figure out what it is. It's measured in whole numbers. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or 100. So it's one of those. And you're like, oh, okay, well, there's this little blue thing. Like, oh, I'm at 50. Well, that fucking sucks. Or I'm at 100. Great. How do I get P&T? So it's rounded up or rounded down. So that's the first part you need to understand about VA math is where are you? So if it says 80, the chances that you're actually 80, I don't know. Let me do a couple of math calculations. Not very high, Because if you have 80, you're probably 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. That rounds up to 80, or you're 80 on the money, as I like to say, or you're 81, 82, 83, 84, rounded down to 80. And then that next one is 85. Once you go up to that 5 point, you jump up. So at 85, it goes to 90. 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, obviously, and then 91, 92, 93, 94, and all those round down to 90. 95 is really all you need. Not really, like that's all you need for 100%. 95% gets rounded up to 100. So, great. Sounds cool. How the hell do I figure out what I am? You're going to need to do VA math. So you take your disabilities and you calculate them out, and you'll be able to expand them and figure out what number you're on. To me, this stuff just confuses the shit out of me. So I usually will run this in a Facebook group, Veterans Claims Assistant group. I'll put them below. I'll probably do a video on this. Don't email me VA math problems. That'll just probably get thrown in the trash. I mean, try it, but I'm sure I'll just get irritated. I put my phone number up here once. That was a shit show. But other than me, run it by somebody else. Have them double check your math so you understand, because it makes a difference. It matters. If you're at 80%, there's a big difference between 75 rounded up to 80 and 84 rounded down to 80. So the easiest way to explain it is the VA considers you able instead of disabled. So when you think about it, it's like, well, I got a disability rating, so I'm 60% disabled. They don't look at it like that. They look at you as an able person, and you get disabled from there. I got this email from ATX. Right on, man. Yep. I would like to give a nice little shout out to ATX Patriot. You're probably wondering when I was going to whip this one up. Thanks for showing up, man. Clean me up, because I am going to fuck this thing up pretty bad, I'm sure. But I don't know. I kind of get it a little bit. So ATX Patriot is a rater. He's got his own way of doing math because he has to be able to add. So here's his breakdown for me. So he's not including the bilateral factor, but you take the bilateral factor first. I don't want to go into that other than I just saw that, Colin. I just had you on the screen. Bilateral, yeah, you can't even read that. Sorry. Yeah, bilateral factor is the first thing that you have to take but for these purposes, I'm just going to go into a certain part. I'm not a mathematician. I didn't even pass basic algebra. So I'm like the worst person to explain math. But hopefully this will make sense. So let's say you have 50 plus 50 plus 30, 20, 10, and 10. I'm on sentence number 2 currently. We'll take the highest and work our way down to the lowest. So that just leaving bilateral out, because that is a little bit more complicated. You take the bilateral stuff first, and then you go highest to the lowest. So I'm only skipping the bilateral factor, and sorry about that, Colin. So 50%. First rating, right? So that equals 50%. Wow, shit. I got 50% and it adds up to 50. And I hate to leave you hanging, but I got to take a piss. That didn't last long. So for review, in terms of White Claw, Oh, you can't see them. Oh, they're all over here. So 1 plus 1 equals 2 so far. And I got it empty. So we're at 50%, right? If you have one 50% rating, it equals 50%. You're considered 50% able to work, function, and 50% disabled. So now let's add in another level. We're going to add in another 50. 50 plus 50 equals 75. So you're 50% able, right? So there's only 50% left. So it's half of that. So your other 50%, it'd be bitching if it was 100. It doesn't work like that. It's 25. So you add the next 50. It's 50% of 50. And this is how VA math works. These numbers are what they are. After you get that first one, it is 10% for tinnitus, 10. First one, 70, 70. After that, it's what's left over. I'm sucking, but whatever. Hopefully this makes sense. If not, you guys should be laughing your ass off. All right, so 50 plus 50 equals 75. 75 is rounded up to 80, by the way. So if you have a 50% rating and then you get another 50 and you're like, well, what the fuck? This isn't 100. And then why is it 80? Because it's really 75 rounded up to 80. So hopefully that helps. Let's go add in this other one now. So we have 50 plus 50. So that equals 75. Now we're going to add in 30%. This equals 82.5. So you're 75% disabled, 25% able. This is the concept. It's all about how able you are, not how disabled you are. For me, it doesn't really matter because math just makes me want to just punch shit. But I do understand this concept. So we're 25% able. We need to add in this 30%. So 30% of the remaining 25% that's able is 7.5. So we're going to add 7.5 to the 75. And now we're going to be at 82.5. Rounded down, still 80. So this may have happened to you. Happened to me. It's happened to you, whether you're paying attention or not. It's happened to you. It's like, well, great. I filed a claim. I got like 10 or 20%. Like, okay, once you get up higher, those 10, 20, and 30%, they don't add up to much. Even at this, even at the 75 level, rounded up to 80, you add on a 30% claim for GERD or IBS, or let's say you get the 30% for migraines, or maybe 30% for mental health. All that adds up to a 7.5, puts you at 82.5, still 80, like total waste of time. High value claims are part of this strategy. It's a strategy. It's like, well, it's not a strategy. It's my disabilities. Maybe, and yes, depending on what you have to work with, but I would implement a strategy and I would be thinking about VA math, get that bilateral stuff if you have it, and then go for the high value claims. And then you're going to, if you are service connected when you walked out, and you just had a little 10%er for your foot like I did, then that's what you have to work with. When you're adding in 10% plus 10% plus 10%, it just really doesn't add up. And that's the main point of making this video. But I'm not doing too bad. Let me know how I'm doing, guys. Let's take a comment or two. God, this math is making my head spin. I'm just going to run ATX Patriot over the top of me here. So the thing is, you don't round up or round down until you add up all the disability percentages. Thanks. That's why you explained it that way. Good. So I'm already wrong. Thanks, dude. Let me see what else you're saying. Okay, so that's it. Okay, let's see. I'm teaching off your notes. Okay, good. Okay, so disregard. I'm going to go with we're doing okay. So do not round down until you're done. So let's go for this next one here. Let me get my screen up. All right, so we are now at 75 plus 30. Going back up to the top, we got our 50, 50, and our 30 done. Now we need to do our 20, 10, and 10. So let's add in the 20. So we're at 82.5 plus 20% equals 86. So now we're at 82.5% disabled, 17.5% able. 20% of the remaining 17.5 is 3.5. We then add 82.5 plus 3.5, and that's how we get to 86%. And we're not rounding yet. Now we have two more 10s. 86% plus 10 equals 87.4. Remember, we're 86% disabled, 14% able. We go off of able, not disabled. So 10% out of 14 is 1.4. So if you're at 86 and you win your claim for tinnitus, that's worth 1.4. So that'll get you to 87.4. No rounding yet. That actually wouldn't be a bad thing. And then this last one, 87.4 plus 10 equals 88.66. 87.4% disabled, 12.6% able. We're whittling away on the able. Finally, 10% from 12.6 is 1.26. See how small of a jump that is? I sit here and talk about this, and it's like, yeah, your 10% rating for tinnitus is going to be worth 1 point. In this case, at the 87% level, it's worth 1.26 points. But kind of a general rule of thumb, once you get up into the high 80s, well, 90s. So 87.4 plus 1.26 would give you 88.66 for your overall rating. And then the 88.66 would round up to 90. So you do the rounding at the very end. You don't round as you go. As ATX Patriot says, I hope this makes sense. And you can further clarify. And that's kind of what the funny thing is. I'm sitting here deciding to just run this because I suck at it. And that wasn't too bad. And ATX is here and he's answering questions. So throw a bunch of questions in there. And let me show you like another way to do this. And the biggest takeaway is the VA adds percentages based on how able you are, not how disabled you are. That's a weird concept. It's the way it is. You got to wrap your head around whatever you have to wrap your head around. If you're a mathematician, this probably really makes no sense to you. But for your average veteran, it's just like, this shit is just fucking stupid and makes no sense. So that's unacceptable. It has to make enough sense so you know where you're at. So you're going to have to learn this. So cheat, get a smart buddy, get somebody that understands this, not me. Use a VA disability calculator, and let's check out one of those. So there's actually in the CFR 38 Part 4, the schedule for rating disabilities, there's actually a chart in there, and there's another way you like, okay, match this up to this, and you're here. It's total pain in the ass, but that's the way they want us to do it. I like doing it this way. This is Hill and Ponton's calculator. So if we were just like, oh, okay, we got 70% for mental health. How many dependent children? None. I'm single. Are you service connected, affecting your ability to work full time? No. So 14, 44, 71. All right, pretty straightforward. 70% mental health rating. Let's add in a right percent for the right leg. 20% for the left leg, and 50% for migraines, even though I put left leg. So I'm actually screwing up the calculator right now on purpose, because the way this calculator works, it calculates bilateral factors. So I'm kind of throwing a curveball. So 70 plus 30 plus 20 plus 50 comes out to 1887. 18. And what I like about, it's 93%. What I like about Hill and Ponton's calculator is it calculates out the percentage and it doesn't round. So I think a lot of people make these calculators to round down or up to reflect what you see, which is fine because that's what you see and that's what it is. But it really does make a difference getting in to the details and knowing the numbers. 90%, like I said, that's a swing from 85 to 94. That's a lot of points. And when you're adding on an extra 10% and it's only worth 1.2 points, you should know that. And, you won't be so surprised when you're like, oh, I only need 10 points. I'm at 87. 10 points will get me to 97. There's a rounding thing. Tinnitus is all I need. Yeah, you're still going to be at 90. Let's do some. I'll put the link in. I'll put this link in the chat. I'll also put it in the comments. Again, I like the calculators that break it down and don't round. And it's 1887. That's all fine and dandy and all that kind of stuff. Let's see what old Clyde is up to here. Move the GoPro. Clyde, what are you doing? Are you on TV? Let's take some comments, but of course, baby bladder time. Stream Deck's not working. I gotta quit yelling and talk into the mic. So VA Math for Dummies. I put that on the thumbnail because even if you're smart, it's probably more dumb to you. And then if you're not smart with VA Math and you don't understand all the rounding, the bilateral factors, all the calculations, disabled body versus whole body, full body, able body. It's difficult. So let's do some comments. Go from the bottom up. You guys are having a little LOL conversation. Raise my sit up. You mean my seat, maybe? Yeah, I'm drinking this. White Claw. Mango. CSM. You had a test. CSM. Not sure what that is. What is CSM? Let me know. Oh, SMC, maybe? Oh, SMC. What's up, Tom? You old coot? Tom's still alive. I call him up every now and then. I'm like, hey, what's up, Tom? You're still on this planet, taking somebody else's air. Yep, Tom's still cruising along. A lot of you other Vietnam dudes still alive. Don't know if that's good or bad. Mask cause sickness. Yeah. Where are you at? You're in Nevada, I think. And they don't really trip on masks too much in Idaho. All right, let's see. Yeah, bilateral factor is a different ball game. You got to get that in first, and I'm literally going off of my little script that ATX Patriot threw at me, and I'm just kind of looking at it. I'm like, you know what? I'm never going to be ready for this. So curious to see how you guys like it. Yeah, it kind of flowed a little bit. Vets with missing limbs don't know anything about special monthly compensation. So special monthly compensation is different. It's not calculated into VA math. It's special monthly compensation, and it's layered in with or on top of the VA math stuff. So just one that just kind of comes to mind a lot that doesn't make a whole lot of sense is erectile dysfunction, or for the ladies, female arousal disorder. Your shit doesn't work. So if you get approved for it, it'll be like 0%. You're like, oh great, now I have 37 of those useless ones. Well, not so fast. It's special monthly compensation K, and I think it's $111 a month. And I see Tactical Ted in here. Where is Tactical Ted? Yep, old Tactical Ted's got the limp dick rating. Oh, all right. I'm blowing it. I'm just gonna hop in. Keep entertaining yourself. I'm gonna go on a whole different deal here. What's up, Joseph? How's it going? Good documentation for bladder issues. Yeah, like, hey man, I'm live, VA. Good point. Shit, I can't see your comment yet. So yeah, and this is a collab of sorts. ATX Patriot, he didn't want to complicate it by adding the bilateral factor. He sends me stuff. I'm building a relationship with him of sorts, not a phone one. Eventually we're going to get on and do a video, but I kind of like him in the chat. He likes to be in there. You guys like him in there. But he gives me useful tidbits, and hey, you should check this out. You should do a video about this. And I'm sure this is a lot based on, hey, with it, like you'll be able to explain this, or you're gonna just fuck it all up, or whatever. You'll make the point. So again, appreciate your breakdown, and I used it. John is 70% service connected. Do we only need 30% more using VA math? 30% more will get you, well, 70. So that's 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70 or 70, 71, 72, 73, 74 rounded down. So if you're trying to get to like 90, 30% would get you there. Might be 80. Definitely isn't 100 though. 100% 8 months ago. Perfect. Yeah, right. I appreciate him in the chat too. Again, we've kind of talked about this, but I don't want him doxxed. And you know, it's cool. I don't really have much to notice anyway, but you know, all you guys that roll in and participate in the live chat, you guys just kind of roll in, and yeah, sometimes I give notice and sometimes I don't. We love Ted. Are we talking about Tactical Ted? If you piss 5 times, yeah, but when I drink, I piss a lot more. It's different. I'm pretty sure. It might not be. I mean, I do have episodic alcohol use disorder. It's whatever. I'm 100% P&T. I'm not going to go make that argument. The VA needs to hire me. Yeah, oh, they would love that. And boy, I would love them. I would have to like talk with people, because right now I'm talking to you guys, but nobody's around me. Nobody's telling me what to do. Hey, do it like this. How about fuck you? I'll do it however I want. Oh, don't cuss. Don't say fuck. Be professional. I just be me. Yeah, but you know what? It would be a good idea to have more people that just try to just break it down the way that I do. But I would prefer to like kind of do lobbying and like change the VA from the outside in, inside, something like that. But for now, I'm cool with this because I only know what I know, and I learn. I learn in the comments. I learned in the live chats. I learn just whatever. So I really don't know a whole lot. And that's why you should get with an accredited agent that understands this stuff, has resources to get to the answers that they need to get to, and set you up so you're in the best position you can be in when a VA rater looks at your shit. And that's not me. You're extremely cautious on submitting mental health claims beachside. I'm afraid of jeopardizing my law enforcement career. I get it. I guess for that, I would say, I understand, but I would say you're uninformed. But I'm also a jackass in the cowboy hat, so I know plenty of cops that have 100% rating for mental health, and they're career cops. And, they're not doing stupid shit with their guns, obviously, so they're fine. But I do get the other side of that. And, you just never know. What if a policy changes? What's your boss or the chief, or, how's he view it? So I do get it. But I do know a lot of people that have 100% for PTSD, 100% PNT for a variety of things. You name it. There's cops out there. And, it's a disability. Yeah. Are you able to do the job and pass the test? Yes. Are you disabled? Yeah, I got some disabilities. They really, if you're going to go tell them all about your disabilities and your time in Afghanistan and in the jungles of Da Nang, that's on you. You don't have to. I don't even think you have to by law, but I'm sure it depends on your chief and some policies. Is probably better to do that. You don't want to, get in and everybody's like, wow, this guy's crazy. And yeah, they start fucking with you. Kind of like they were doing with me. Subjective claims. I No, but I should. I wonder if I could copy that. Let me write that down. Do a YouTube that's a good one. Do a video on So there's a lot of what he's talking about is there's a lot of claims, and just like with all disabilities, everything that's ailing you is subjective when it's coming out of your mouth and you're explaining it to a doctor, or you're bullshitting with whoever. You're whining to your wife and your kids, or whatever, whatever you do. I whine a lot. I tell Clyde a bunch of stuff. My back sucks. That's subjective. And then when you're putting that on a piece of paper, like a personal statement, or your buddy or your wife or whatever is writing a personal statement, it's called a lay statement. There's a lot of subjectivity to that. There's claims that are like mental health, migraines. There's really, and there's more, but those are the two that just kind of come to mind. Like, no, there's not a test for migraines that I'm aware of. I know it's more advanced than it was, but if you're having a migraine right now, there's not like let me hook you up to this machine, and no, you're not. Or, oh, I have a mixture of depression, PTSD, and anxiety, and I'm fucking pissed off and, want to go off. There's not a machine they could hook me up to and go, oh, no, you don't feel like that. You're really happy. So that is subjective claims. That was kind of a long-winded deal. Hillbilly Roy. What's up with that name? I like that. Just got 100% PNT. Spent about 4 months. Yeah. Like when you're learning this stuff, I guarantee you, it's like learning a foreign language. That's for sure. And then I don't know how well you absorb these concepts. For me, I'm already pissed that I didn't do this like 28, 9 years ago, 30, whatever it is, long ass time ago. So I'm already angry. And then I'm reading stuff and law stuff, and I'm like, it just makes me more angry. So I have to back away and come back and trick myself. And so, yeah, 4 months to actually hey, I deserve 100%. I'm going to get there. This is what I need. This is what I understand about math, medical evidence. Yeah, you ain't gonna just like go in and VSO, just get it all handled for me. I'm gonna spend no effort. It's bullshit way to go. Ain't gonna work. We got a new spot. Where's my notifications not turning on? Oh, nobody's done a super chat. Oh, there it goes. All right, cool. So, new member. Awesome. Welcome aboard. You get a little avatar. And like I said, I got another one rolling out. Okay, let's hop it around. Let's see. Just got 100% PNT. Went from 90 to 100% PNT off of a RFE routine. What the hell does that mean? Shit. Routine future exam scheduled by the VA. Shocked the hell out of me. Wasn't even trying for an increase. So, and just so you know, when I filed my last claim, I wasn't shooting for 100% PNT. I was thinking I was going to get 80 at best. So that is a more normal way to get 100% PNT. To be honest with you guys, you'll get it. They'll see something. The duty to assist will actually work, and you will get the benefit of the doubt. But I don't like that, relying on that stuff. If you get 100% PNT and you went in for a routine physical exam, future exam, and that's what it's for. It's not to reduce you, it's to see where you're at. So if you deserved an increase, you get one. If you haven't been going to the VA, you'll get a decrease. So I'm glad that worked out for you. That's awesome. Hit the like button. See how many people we got rocking and rolling. We'll go live demo mode. Got 111 people watching, 57 thumbs up. We need more thumbs up, people. Oh, yeah. How long have I been blabbering on? 37 minutes. How many piss breaks have I taken? 3? Probably not enough. I definitely need another one. So I'll let you watch Clyde for a minute. Stream Deck is sketchy. How do you become a member? If you go underneath the video, where's my call to action? So, I don't know what page that is. Actually, memberships. I think if you go to the channel, you could get there that way. Or under each video, there's a join button. So that's how you do that. And I'm trying to find a way. I run YouTube ads on here. Obviously, you probably just love those things. And then I'm trying to find some membership things because it's just, I've had a couple of conversations, but it's just, I don't do this for a living. Like, I don't like talk to veterans and do, because I'm not accredited and all that kind of stuff. And I can't handle it, and I can't deal with a lot of the stuff that you have to deal with because it's your claim. But I'm trying to do some like membership levels where I do a little bit more, and we have some kind of more. It's not one-on-one. It's going to be like a small group, condensed, and then we could do video, we could do Skype, or we could chat in this current format, and we can go a little bit more in depth. But again, I just don't want to have your social security number. I don't want you sending me your files or any of that kind of stuff. For some reason, I'm just tripping on it. I just think it's just bad practice to send your social security number to people you don't know. Fucking Major Mark, just big ballin'. Thanks, man. $50. Mark, I think I do know who you are. We haven't talked. Can you send me an email at combatcraig@protonmail.com? Like, I'll get it this time. Like, I'm pretty sure you've emailed me. Sean, talk to me about that. But we should talk because you're a smart motherfucker, from what I understand, and you're throwing $50. Shit, least I could do is talk to you for a few minutes. You can bring documents to your CNP exam, but I wouldn't put a whole lot of emphasis on those. In Brooklyn Vet, oh, you're finally got your CNP exam, right? So is this your first round? I don't know how many you have, but you're going to your, because I know you just got out a couple months ago. You can bring documents to your CNP exam, but in your case, it's you just got out 3 months ago. They have all your shit. It's in your medical records. So you can bring stuff, but just kind of think about it. CNP exam, running people through as quickly as possible. Anything that you're doing, like, oh, hey, like, how are you going to explain your migraines? Like, I'll sit here and talk about my mental health shit and take up an hour of time, uh, and you have 5 minutes. So just, you could bring your documents. If you have a DBQ, you could offer it to them, but just remember, you're there for a CNP exam for something. If you hand the guy a DBQ and he starts reading 16 pages of your DBQ, guess what he's not doing? Examining you. That makes sense? Yeah, so the YouTube memberships is just not going to Patreon, but it's Patreon-like. I'm going to do another thing. I haven't announced it yet, but I'm trying to find some different levels, and I'm limited. The thing that makes this channel work is me. So if it's like, oh yeah, you're going to talk to Combat Craig, and then I have Joe Fuckface on there, it's like, who the fuck's this guy? So I can't do that because you don't want to do that. You don't want a bait and switch of any kind. You don't want some other dude, whether he's smarter or not. You want me. So I'm keeping that in mind. I'm trying to find something that's fair and will work, and something that I can scale by having more of these kind of live chat things. So that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to charge money up front. And that's the best way to do it. I think, I can't get paid on your back pay. I don't want to get paid on your back pay. And I don't want this to be, 15 grand. But I'm going to charge something. And, it's not like it's going to change. We're going to keep doing this. All the free content's the same. And I'm just trying to figure out, different ways to take advantage of YouTube's memberships and monetization. And I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. You work. If you do, you get paid. So kind of same thing, basically. Nothing wrong with veterans charging veterans. Veterans are normal civilians, right? So, this guy's a veteran and he's charging veterans. I've never said that's a problem. I'm a capitalist. I do take issue with charging too much, but that is relative as well. So I'm trying to keep the bar low. But again, this shit helps, man. Major Mark, $50, fucking throwing it out there. That made my night. That actually will buy a steak for me and Clyde. You got your increase, made you 95% actual. They awarded you 100% P&T. As you said, shock the hell. Yeah. And then it's kind of weird because you don't really need to worry about or give a shit about VA math if you're at 95.1%, because it really doesn't matter. But it's kind of funny, just like if you're really, really bored and you want to continue the math, it's like, okay, so I filed a 70%er, another 70%er. I've got 3 100%ers, and I'm at 321.78% divided by 4, calculated and pied and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, Patreon is great. I'm going to do 2 options. I'm going to stay here on the YouTube platform. I really believe in the YouTube platform for a lot of reasons. Second biggest search engine. It's owned by Google. This works for me. I love this. I've always loved YouTube. Now I'm actually loving it because it's working. So I don't want to drag you over to Patreon and offer stuff. I'm going to fit it into the memberships, or I'm going to do something on my website, which is combatcraig.com. So those are my options. Just integrating in is the best way that I can, the more on platform that I can do. You got your whatever, your shitty Android, which you should have an iPhone. It's all, just like CSM just did here, right? Just didn't show up yet. So CSM just became a sponsor, right? Just like, oh, okay, cool, $2.99. It's already hooked into your credit card and all that kind of stuff. It's easy. Like, hey, come over to Patreon and pay me $2.99. Like, what the fuck's a Patreon? Why is it spelled Paetron? Like, it just gets difficult. But it's going to be YouTube stuff or combatcraig.com. Those are the two options. No Patreon for me. Oh, got a lot of comments coming in. Mark, once again, thank you. Email me your phone number. And if you could talk after this, let's do it up. And I'm not just saying like if you throw me $50, I'll call you. But it's a good way to get me to call you. I don't even know what I'm thinking. You're just throwing $50. Oh, okay. You went to 40 to 80 due to my help. Oh, cool. Awesome. Right on, man. Appreciate it. I love that. And that's kind of the thing. This is going to continue. Like, I'm not going to change the quality of the live streams. Like, I got my camera, my microphone, my weird green lights, my side cam, my license plates, like all that stays the same. I'm just looking to add in a few other things, and they're just going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a smaller group, and it might just be one guy in there. So perfect. But if it's like there's 5 people in there and it's like, hey dude, this is fucking sucking. I'm not getting my questions answered or I'm not getting anything. Then I'm going to do more live chats because there's only one Combat Craig. So I'm not going to throw in like different people, bait and switch you. But who knows if this thing like just gets retarded, I will let you know that I'm struggling and growing pains and got to figure something else out. But for now, I have no aspirations to take over the world. I can, buy a couple steak dinners, make a truck payment and a mortgage payment or something. That'd be dope. You went to get a mental exam. They knew you were a Leo, so you're cautious. Yeah, and I understand that. And you didn't want the guy to fucking narc on you. Get that. Yeah, no, I mean, I get all that. And I'm not going to say anything to you, Steve, to change your mind because I do agree with your approach, primarily because this is your claim in your life and this is what you believe. I mean, you're a fucking cop, so you got a cop brain, right? So you're like, I don't want to like screw up and be caught slipping. So I back that. I'm just saying other people have said, you know what, I'm just going to go for it anyway. But you got 2 years left. So, think about it, watch some videos. I think you're fine. If you had, 18 years left, I'd probably be singing a different tune. But, it's your claim, man. Your life, your claim. You got to do what you feel is right for you. Whatever. Opinions are like assholes. I got plenty of opinions and one asshole. And Clyde has one too. Whatever you do, bro, we will support you as long as it's real. Yeah, that's it. And it's funny because it's like, I'm not talking to a bunch of fucking pussies on here and like, I'm fucking the next YouTuber of the world and stuff. I want this channel to grow, but I want it to grow with veterans. I'm not going to go into like talk about financial shit and how GameStop was gamed by Reddit and the hedge funds. Like, it's just going to be about this. I wander a little bit, I talk about skateboarding a little dirt bike stuff, little Clyde stuff. But I only can keep it real. It's so funny. Like, I'm so bad at faking bullshit stuff and it's so non-interesting to me that real is just best. And those of you guys that have been watching me, I get real. All right, let's see. American Mike. The best way to think about VA math is to go to first grade, put 100 M&Ms on the table, then move them from abled to disabled, like the way you put that. 50% splits it. Another 50% from abled to disabled is 75% disabled. That's actually a pretty damn good way to think about it, dude. I appreciate that. Like, that actually should be a video. like doing that, like whatever it takes for it to sink into your brain. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He's counting M&Ms. Whatever it takes. That is a very good explanation. I love it. And really, you got that good focus on abled to disabled. Mm, yep. And that's kind of what I'm saying too. I don't know if it would be a HIPAA violation. I just know if you're a veteran with disabilities and they're fucking with you about it, I know that's like a American Disabilities Act problem. HIPAA probably too. Like they just can't do that stuff. But I get it. Just kind of the rock the boat mentality. All good. Got denied on a higher level review. HLR stands for higher level review. What options do you have left? Steven, what did you do for your higher level review? Like, did you file a claim clueless, not knowing about math and disabilities, or did you actually have somebody that helped you that knew what they were doing, or did you just kind of go in blind like we all have? I did 3 times. And then you filed a shitty claim, total dog shit. You didn't know it, like, that's veteran friendly, not. So then you did a higher level review, and then the DRO, decision review officer, is like, yeah, Steven, this thing's still shitty. It stinks. This thing's stinking up my desk. Denied. So your next option might be a supplemental claim. You're going to need, it's a medical disability. You're going to need some proof. That's why you're getting denied. You're either getting denied on the proof or the service connection or both. So you could do a supplemental. I would talk to an accredited claims agent or a lawyer. And the easiest way, like lawyers know how to fight this stuff. Like this is an old system. So a lot of veterans roll in and we just don't do a very good job up front. But that's what they do. They're wordsmiths. They know how to make arguments, and the VA is not hard to beat if you're a lawyer. So I would suggest like Hill and Ponton would be a good one. I like their videos. I like their website. I like their information. I would hit them up. And then also when you're hiring a lawyer, you know how you're supposed to be watching your CNP exam. Like, is this guy fucking using the goniometer? If the lawyer's like, basically saying your claim's dog shit, we're not going to fight it for you, but they don't say it exactly like that, keep your eye open for that too. If the lawyer's not taking your claim, you really know it's a loser. Good news is file a new claim. Learn, lick your wounds. That shouldn't take very long. Whatever. There's no back pay. Thing sucks. You get to redo it. That's the bitchin' thing. New intent to file. Go to school. Figure out what you need to do. Go back at them and prove it. Build it on concrete foundations to the dog shit foundation. Now, it won't work for bilateral math, but it's a good way. There's other factors, but a lot of people don't understand why are things rounded, and then why does 85 plus 50 still equal 91? So from an M&M perspective, able-bodied versus disabled-bodied, I think that's a great way to explain it, Mike. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do in this next level, is like a Zoom call kind of a thing. Again, it's not going to be one-on-one. I'm not going one-on-one with you. If you want to do a one-on-one thing, you need to get like help legally, like a lawyer, claims agent, VSO. But I'm thinking we could get like 5 people in here and learn from each other. It might be a complete clusterfuck and I'll kill the thing after the first time because I want to beat the shit out of everybody in there. But I think we can make a kind of a Zoom call-ish kind of thing work. But we're going to do it on YouTube and we're going to record it and we're going to have it for other people to watch. Because when you finally are like, hey, I like what this guy's saying and I want to learn more, you watch videos. And I know that I do that. And that's what's kind of the cool thing. I say shit a certain way. Like, that's why I'm like just totally hyped on American Mike's M&M method. I guarantee you somebody's going to watch this and go, oh shit, that makes sense. So I do know that. That's why I talk, I ramble on, people pick up little parts, and all of a sudden I'm just trying to get the light bulb to go off. You got to, once that thing's off or on or whatever, you got to take it from there and go win the thing. But you need light, man. You need light at the end of the tunnel. Yep. Next level. Level up your 80% rating. Yep, 100% PNT, SMC. And Ryan, I'm pretty sure I know this, but that's what you got, right? So a lot of people are like, oh, how do I get PNT? Can I do a PNT letter? Is SMCS a different claim? Like, in a perfect world, before you go in for that last thing that's going to get you to 100, you should have enough to get the SMCS and pull the PNT at the same time. Going in and nitpicking and reopening new claims after you're at 100 to try to get increases to PNT. I mean, they didn't see it because it wasn't static, or they didn't see it because you didn't qualify for SMC. So I don't want to say poke the bear, but it's kind of like that. I mean, prove it before and know what you need for PNT. Know what you need for SMCS. Oh, well, I need to be older. Well, Ryan is 28, so you don't need to be older. You just need to be severely fucked up. Checked into hospitals, no guns, like problems. CNP on Wednesday for you. What do you have a CNP exam for, Mark? And yeah, you're in it now, and maybe you work and all that kind of shit, so you're limited on the research, but it doesn't matter really what it's for. Just make sure that you go in and talk about your disability. You should know what you're going to be seen for. So, hey, how's it going? It's shitty because I'm fucking talking to you. Now let's get down to brass tacks and talk about my ankle. And your whole thing should be talking about your ankle if that's what you're going for. If it's migraines, hey, how you doing? Shitty day. Migraines suck. Just talk. I guarantee you, you'll be like, and raise your hand if this has happened to you. Like, what? Like 11 minutes? That's it? That's my CNP exam? Like, this shit, yeah, I have no clue how they work these schedules out. Some mental health exams last for 2 hours. I had one that lasted for 20 minutes. You walk in and they're like, oh, okay, boom, boom, boom. The guy's like fucking, looking at the secretary's tits and texting the wife or the kids or what, like totally not engaged. And like, oh, okay, great. Beat it, veteran, because they don't care. Oh, but thank you for your service. Yeah, capitalism's good. Yeah, and Brooklyn Vet, you've been watching me talk about CNP exams enough. I think you don't bring the paperwork, dude. Just focus on what the exam's all about. And you probably have a bunch of them. I don't know if this is your first one or whatever it is. Um, Perfectly normal to be tripping. I mean, it's only money, right? Like, probably going to change your life. So, no big deal. Huge, big deal. But you're going to have to work through the anxiety, the PTSD. Just go in there and tell them your story and don't lie. Especially if you're all fucked up in the head and you have mental health problems. Like, you're just going to come off like a complete moron and a liar, and it's illegal. The truth is hard enough to like put together. So just stick with that. And I'm not like, oh yeah, always tell the truth, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I lie my ass off about all sorts of shit. But I did not use that policy here because I took it seriously and I'm aware of this stuff. So just, whatever, lie to your wife and cheat on her. Clyde, I'm getting another dog, but I'm not going to tell you, don't lie to the VA. They will catch your ass. And maybe you'll get away with it, but if they do catch your ass, you're going to be hurting. Yeah. And, kind of going on that, this is not a unique proposition. Again, charge money, the Combat Craig channel. This is not free. It takes money to to do this, and I value my time. And as I do this longer, my time goes up. It's not like I'm like, ah, fuck, I got to charge $500 an hour. But I want to do something that works and keeps the wheels spinning. And everybody makes money on veterans. VSOs make money on veterans. Attorneys make money on veterans. All the free, oh, we'll give you a free service dog. Where do you think that 60 grand came from? Somebody's making money everywhere off of veterans. So I'm not even worried about that part. And if that's the camp that you're in, hey, I don't want to pay for stuff. Cool. Watch the free shit. It's totally fine. I'm cool with that. This was the main video. This is the main event. All right, let's see. Yeah, I like Android. Yeah, I don't. Android sucks. Yeah, I need to figure out how to do something like that. But, it's kind of funny because that just kind of works because you guys show up constantly. And I appreciate you and I love you for it. And I mean, I just cannot talk. I cannot say enough how valuable your 2 cents are because yeah, no notification, notifications don't pop up all the time. You guys are talking about stuff in the chat, first you lurk, right? You're like, oh, well, this comeback Craig guy's like not moderating me and people in here aren't being dickheads because that's bullshit. I don't do the I'm smart and my only way is the right way to go. I don't care how you learn. I just want you to learn. I respect nobody that doesn't respect their claim. Worthless, get out of here. If you don't give a shit and you just want fucking everything done for you, enjoy. You are going to die with a 0% rating or 10%, guaranteed. And a lot of you Vietnam vets that are getting up there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Pull your heads out of your asses and fight for yourself. You fought once. Yeah, I appreciate this. You go from lurking and then you start saying stuff and then you learn stuff and then somebody else learns from you while I'm blabbering on about some other stuff. So I love all you guys. And I don't think I'll do, to answer your question, ATX Patriot, I don't think I'll do it because my fans, you guys show up like religiously and I love it. And I couldn't do it without you. And this is why I just bust them up. So scrolling, wow, we got a lot of these things. $3.99. See, super chat is a way to support me. You don't need to super chat me if you can bust off $3.99. Fuck, I'm stoked. $50, that's great too. Whatever or nothing. Learn and support me. All good. Right on, Mario. I try to be the man. I'm the man in the orange shirt tonight. You modest motherfucker. You're doing your small part. You're funny. You're the one actually that should be like, well, you're doing this. You are moving mountains. The way you're talking to all these folks and the tips that you're giving them, just even on a chat thing, and it's good because you want to give good, precise information, but you can't go too far because it would be misinformation if you're not looking at people's stuff and understanding the facts. Like that's what you do for a living. You're a VA raider. Like you look at the facts as they land up in front of you. So this is probably fun for you. I would imagine. I know it's fun for you. You're totally stoked on this and I love you for it, man. You got more cheese coming later this year from me. Right on, man. Cool, Colin. Gun guy loves me. That's who loves me. What's going on, man? Oh, you asked a question? Let me go find the question. Thomas, what's up? Thomas is, I haven't seen you for a bit. Thomas was, damn, dude, put in when you started watching me. I'm going to say you were one of the first, you were in that first group. I'm going to say you've probably been watching me since July of 2019, like a long ass time. Almost to that 100 mark. Perfect. Figure out what you got to do to get over it and cross it. Uh-oh. We're ATXing the ATX. Okay. Only friends. Exactly. Oh, this might be your question. If I'm service connected at 70% PTSD for 11 years, can I request to have disability rated permanent? Let's see. Dude, fuck that. You can monetarily support me. There's no conflict of interest. And since you're a VA rater, I'm going to have to charge you. There's going to be a special feature for you. It's $500 every time you do a $5 chat. No, I'm just kidding. All good. No conflicts of interest. All right. So just knowing nothing about you, 70% for PTSD. So you're past that 5-year mark and the 10-year mark. PTSD is a mental health condition. I don't understand it, but the VA thinks mental health conditions get better. I don't know if it's just some bullshit thing or it actually happens. In my life, it doesn't. I have it. I have all sorts of mental health things. They don't get better. You just deal with them. What is your overall rating? Because you could request the 70% for PTSD to be static, but really you want to do that when you're 100% and you're trying to go for P&T. Like, hey, this thing's been 11 years I've been like this. Like, put that shit in the static pile. It's not getting better. I'm like 50. So your age is a factor. There's a lot of them. I wouldn't even really like try to figure out little disabilities and try to get them static. That should be done automatically as you seek treatment continuously. Keep showing up, keep getting worse. Don't tell them you're getting better. I mean, if you're getting better, great, but just tell them the truth. And the next time you file a claim, they'll look at all that stuff like, okay, well, it's been another 5 years. This guy's got, 7 more suicidal calls, and he's got 150 and got divorced again. Like all that goes into these P&T ratings. I hope it bumps you up as well. You've been reading books? Yeah. Read, watch videos, pace yourself. Like somebody else said, 4 months. I like that number. I'm not saying that's 4 months, 8 hours a day, but like that is a serious commitment of time, whether it's 2 hours a day and then sometimes 4, maybe more. Like it doesn't matter how long it takes. It matters if you get it. Get it. Figure it out. Yep, I agree. But ATX, if he ever throws me a tip for $5, I'm going to reach through on the chat and strangle him. It's got to be 500. That's the White Claws talking. I'm not really a tough guy. I was in the Air Force. Come on. Yeah, you can picture me in the suit with a cowboy hat on. I think I've been in a suit like 3 times or whatever, 5 times in my whole life. Maybe I should just go buy a suit. I've got like a bolo tie. You know what? Stand by and go take a piss and go get that thing. This is funny. kind of not zoomed in. So I got, how does this thing work? Come on, camera, zoom in on me. I'm blurry. See, I went and got this bolo tie thing. It's not really, it's zooming in on my mic. So I got a little C. I got a little lighter. He's got Zippos. Probably doesn't have any fluid in it. What else I find? There's cowboyish, right? Peace pipe or tobacco pipe. All right, let's see where we're at here. My camera is not zooming in. Come on, camera. Quit zooming in on my microphone. There we go. That's better. Keep it real. Yep. No problem for me. It's funny. And I've been doing this for a couple of years too. Like there's only, it's just so funny, the whole sellout thing and all that kind of stuff. And I guess, you know, whatever. If you guys know my story, there was a sellout aspect. This fucking thing is about ready to get thrown through this computer. What is wrong with this camera? Why does it want to zoom in on my mic so much? There we go. Oh, I saved the microphone. All right, cool. Baby Sharker, $5. Right on. Baby Shaker. Doo-doo. What is that a super chat or a super sticker? I don't know what that is, but I appreciate it. Tom, your PP doesn't even work, dude. Oh, P&T? That's different. Yeah. Yeah, come into group therapy. It'll bring all your friends back. It'll make you 21 again. And you'll be like a whole man and you'll be 100% able. Yeah. Now we're moving. We ain't even talking about smoking weed. We're like crack level, like shooting it level now. No, none of us are normal. That's part. That's part of it. That's why it works. I'm not normal and I just talk the way I talk. Yeah, you're one of the originals, man, for sure. Oh, wait, let me look up and see what you said. Yeah, I don't think, Thomas, I don't think you put a date down, but yeah, dude, you've been around for a long, long, long time. Like since dirt was invented. You've probably been supporting my channel for 20 years longer than Tom was invented or born, which was probably in the 1500s. All right. Chair Force. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So it doesn't matter if you're a Vietnam veteran, Desert Storm veteran, whatever kind of veteran you are, combat veteran, non-combat veteran. I was in the Air Force, I was in the Navy, I was in the Coast. Like none of that shit matters. We did what we did. We signed up and we got problems and we're dealing with our problems. So it's funny that, yeah, I'm just another Chair Force guy. And the guys that really have my back, not saying that, oh, you guys don't either, but the guys that are like hovering around me in my inner circle are all Marines. And shit, if they were Air Force fags, I'd be tripping. So I'm glad I got Marines around me, even though I'd beat the shit out of all of them. Let's see. What percentages got you to 94%? There you go. Good question. You already have an intent to file submitted, staying involved in my health and well-being. Good. Yes. If you're 100% TDIU, again, this is kind of one of those things. If you are awarded a TDIU, I mean, there's one award, 100%, right? So a lot of guys get 100% TDIU, P&T. If you're just 100% and you're not P&T, not sure why. other than something is considered to be not static, probably mental health. You might challenge it. I would just kind of be careful fucking around when you have 100% claim and you're on the TDIU lane. But most of the TDIUs I've seen are I've seen more P&Ts than just 100, but you know, whatever. I see what I see. Maybe I'll look for P&T more. You got your Zippo? Hey, you like that? I haven't done this in a long time. The flick open. I need to get some lighter fluid. I know. Sorry, Kip. I do that every now and then. I try to back off on the acronyms. It is just one big. If you could throw in, unless it's the entire list, if there's an acronym or two or three that you got stuck on, Kip, please let me know so we can clean that up for you. Yeah, it's yeah, I like talk about this stuff like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, I know. This mic's tripping. No, it's weird. My camera has focus on the eyes. It's super fast. It's a Sony A6100. But yeah, sometimes it just trips out and it focuses on the mic. So the microphone, go for the GoPro. Yeah, this doesn't really show it. The microphone's actually beyond my face, so I'm tricking it. So let's see what else we got going on here. We got Clyde. Let me show you what my new addition. You probably won't be able to hear me very well. My friend sent me a bunch of license plates. So we got Montana, Indiana, and I guess I got the Indiana row covered. Idaho, Indiana motorcycle, old Idaho. Got some Michigan, Texas, Utah, Florida, Washington, Kansas, New Mexico, Montana. So I'm working on it. I'm gonna get all 50 states, but yeah, thrift stores. Uh-oh, so another $50. Damn, dude. You want me to show you my tits? You probably don't want that. Cool, Albert. Glad to hear it. And that's it with the C&P exam prep. It's like you do it and then you're done. And like, you know, whatever you think it's going to be is not reality. You're planning and all that. It's just you do it and you're done and you feel good about it and you're like, shit. I was actually prepared. So that in contrast to my first C&P exam. So the very first one I didn't show up for. The second one, I thought it was a doctor's visit. Like C&P exam, like probably like when I walked under compensation and pension department. Yeah, just had no clue. I didn't really know what the VA was. I was in there and I'm in a C&P exam and thought it was a doctor's visit. Like, dude, you're a fucking dick. You're not really helping me with my problem at all. And I had no clue that there's a difference. Like C&P exam, they're there to evaluate you. Like he probably told me, I am not here to help you. I'm not a treating doctor. I'm here to, evaluate you. And I probably just didn't even hear it. So new to YouTube, P&T stands for permanent and total. And that is associated only with 100% VA disability rating. Yeah, my friend sent me probably 15 plates. I've been collecting them in Idaho, Montana. It's funny that I probably have like a gajillion California plates, but I ditched them all, and I've lived there my whole life. But I need some California plates, and yeah, it's funny. I don't want to give my address out. I'm sure you guys would be stoked on plating up the wall. Maybe we could do something like that. I'll get a PO box. Yeah, I got a couple $50. Again, I just super stoked. I don't think I've ever had two $50. Yeah, I haven't. This is a first. Yeah, so I've had some 25s, but yeah, not two people throwing $50. Love it. Awesome. Stoked. I'm glad that I helped, and fuck, I appreciate the support, obviously, and that's the way it should be. If you can break it off, perfect, love it. If you can't, totally understand. Shit, money's tight. We're in the middle of a weird ass pandemic and not working and all that. You don't have a rating yet? Work on that. Obviously, you're in the right place. Hopefully, you're a Combat Craig kind of guy or girl, and you can understand my kind of speak. There's definitely more corporate versions of me and more lawyer versions, like the lawyers. But yeah, got a big core group of people. Maybe you're in there. Nips engaged. Start the ROFL copter. You finally got a date to see a VA judge, huh? I'm trying to get a date on Match.com and Sugar Daddy Meets. I think there's a bunch of hookers on there, but different kind of date. Sorry. Good. Got a date. It probably says how many people are in front of you. It's probably about 80,000. So you're good. You got it. Do you know what you're doing, Javier? You can kind of luck it out. But if you don't know what you're doing, like 100%, I would definitely see if you can get a lawyer on board. It's just, if you're, judge, lawyer, like you don't need it, but why go in there and lose for something stupid because you didn't know how to explain something or make an argument because you didn't understand the facts. And yeah, they'll get a little back pay, whatever. It's about winning, get in and out of the VBA and quit dicking with them. Right on, CSM. Thank you. That's a smart TV back there. It's just a little 24-inch Vizio. And I just have it on YouTube. And just like kind of for ambiance in the background, I know that my lens blurs out a lot of my background. You could see it. Just like a little whatever tactic to kind of liven up my stream a little bit. Why are Marines such knuckleheads? My brother's a combat recon grunt and would get 100% right off the top. Just me, but he says I deserve more than he does. It's not even really a Marine thing. A lot of guys that are close to you, you're excited because you're learning shit. Like you're going to win, like eventually, because like now you have a clue. So you want to spread this to your fellow veterans. They may be your dad, your uncle, Vietnam veterans. Like just good advice is be careful how you approach them. I talk to veterans and I talk at a certain level, just, whatever level I'm at, I'll fucking hyper and excited and whatever. So I talk over people's head. I don't mean to do that, but if you just like got your little silver bullet for your claim and you're like, dude, you're a fucking blowout alcoholic drug addict. Like you need to get with the program. Plant the seeds, but don't push it because veterans are veterans, right? We don't want to be like told what to do and shit. We did that enough. So don't be that guy. Plant the seed and give a little gentle push. And if they're not into it, they're not into it, show, don't tell. And that might not do it either. Like, yeah, hey, I'm engaged with the VA thing and I got my increase, maybe you should look at it, show them that you went from 20 to 100. And that still might not be enough, but you know what I mean? The tits are great and all. Oh, I could use Massachusetts. Grant, your beard rocks, brother. John is 30% service connected, but more importantly, John just has a J avatar. Get an avatar. Put a fucking Marine Corps thing in there or something. 30%'s a start, man. It's literally can only go up from here unless you screw up and you get yourself reduced, but probably not going to get reduced from 30. You're in the right neighborhood, man. Wesley. Yep. Yep. A lot of 11 Bravos in here. You know what the funny thing is? And it's funny, I don't really talk about cross service stuff. I don't have battle buddies. Like that didn't, I was in the Air Force. Like that didn't exist. But I was a cop, and just kind of funny fact or whatever. The Army, like it was the Army Air Corps. It might have been more to it than that. I think that was the deal. And then the Army's just like, all right, you guys are out of here. And then they made the cops the Army of the Air Force, which is just kind of funny. So I had to get gassed and, whatever, use the high speed digging apparatus and dig foxholes, and went to Fort Dix, New Jersey, and went through training and stuff like that. And it's just kind of funny. Our little lame, like Army training that I went through, I actually got gas. Not too many people in the Air Force did that and shot miles gear, and it wasn't what you guys did, but it was a really weak version of it. But all good. I just know that you guys pounded the shit out of your body more. Army, Marines. I joined the Air Force on purpose because I can't run and I don't like boats. You're 43. You have DDD. It's pretty common, by the way. I don't know all the levels of severity, but it happens. I'm sure I got it. And now I have arthritis. What are your chances to approve on SSDI, Social Security? I don't know do you even qualify? Do you have enough credits? Like, will you even get it if you win? And then what is your reason for going on SSDI? Are you coming out of the military onto SSDI, or did you get hurt on a job or whatever? All good questions to ask, but learn. It's different. It's not the VA. Do not use the same evidence from the VA over at Social Security. Completely different animals. You do not need to get a lawyer, but you can have one. And it's not a horrible idea to get one. But get your head in the game and understand the Social Security game. I know a lot of guys are like, oh, well, I just got 100% P&T. So I just used the same thing and filled out the form, and then they denied it. It's because you use the same shit. They're different, so figure it out. Yeah, we do love hookers. And ladies, I'm sorry, I've been really staying away from talk about hookers and stuff like that. So if there's any females in here, I'm sorry. It's Friday night, so we're just gonna be guys, I guess. I'll even have a strip club around me. I'm assuming you're talking about Social Security, and that's all over the board, but you're right. Plenty of medical evidence. And Mark, I'm going to go a little bit farther, and I'm going to say that your plenty of medical evidence was probably objective medical evidence. So you probably didn't get, if we are talking about Social Security, it probably wasn't mental health. It was probably like really fucked up back and you had MRIs. Like that's objective. X-rays are good, but not like an MRI. Let me know if you could tell me more about that, Mark. But plenty of medical evidence, objective medical evidence is best. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all or nothing. So it's 0 or 100. And there's no 10 to 20, and you might be able to file for an increase. It's just, when you walk in, you're going to get all or nothing. And just do your research. If you think you need a lawyer, or if you're working on your VA claim and it's hard enough, like, oh shit, now fucking Combat Craig's got me counting M&Ms on American Mike's recommendation. and you just don't have enough in the tank to go figure out Social Security, you can have a lawyer when you file a claim with Social Security. Just something to think about. Good night, Mark. Right on. Like Crayola too much. Yep. Objective medical evidence, hopefully. Yep. And it's not just a Marines thing. I get it. We're doing some ribbing and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, all you guys, Ryan, 28, a lot of you guys are in your 30s and 40s. A lot of you guys are older than me. At the end of the day, you're going to be where I'm at. And yeah, it's no joke. 52, fucked up back, fucked up neck, fucked up brain, divorced, don't like people. But I skated today, a mini ramp. And it made me feel alive. And I am just so stoked. And I don't give a shit how much more I fuck myself up. I need something. So I'm going to get the dirt bike fixed because I need to move out of this slump that I'm in of not moving around. Like I'm talking to my physical therapist. She's like, do the exercises, but walking's better. I'm like, I'm going to skate. How's that? She's like, holy shit, really? It's like, fuck yeah. Young ass chick, 40 years old or something. Like, skating's dangerous. Like she's not like nobody says that. Like, damn, if that's how you could break a sweat and get your joints to move, more power to you, man. Crayolas weren't in the 1500s for you, Tom, huh? Age is a factor, but it's not a end all, be all. And if you don't understand that, educate yourself on it. It's about your disabilities. It's not about your age. It is a factor, but it's not the whole enchilada. Mm-hmm. You know, I kind of do the same thing because I do put a disclaimer out here. Like, I don't know your stuff. I don't want to know your stuff. I don't want to know your first name, your last name, where you sleep at night. You're definitely, I don't want your social. And I really, you know, I could look through your stuff, but I'd prefer not to. I'd prefer for you to explain, you know, kind of fill in the blanks. I prefer you to educate yourself and then maybe like, what do you think about GERD or migraines? You know, you're struggling with, you know, which one might be better based on your evidence. I like those kinds of conversations. But for you guys that are brand new, I mean, you're just, I do it every now and then, but I don't like doing it because I don't want you hanging on my words and going and taking my advice and then going, wow, that guy's a fucking asshole. Because I don't hear that. And I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and I don't have people, you know, like, oh, you're teaching veterans how to game the system. Yeah, those kind of dickheads. But I don't really think I've heard anybody like, dude, you gave me shitty advice and you didn't listen to me and you built a custom strategy for me and it didn't work and you're an asshole. I haven't actually heard that yet because I don't do it. But I'm not saying it's not going to, you know, the more I do these group things and stuff, you know, I'm opening myself up, but that's another thing I'm cautious about. I want you to educate yourself and make your own decisions. And I just want to sit here and stick a foot in your ass and, you know, get you there. It's a wonderful life. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's stoked. People come in here and it's just like, it happens a lot too. Like people are like, holy shit, dude, I got 100. Like, it just makes me so happy because, whoops, I put your phone number on. I guess you wanted it up there. Um, uh, shit, lost my train of thought. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I get stoked on you figuring out 100%. You know, whatever I did, cool. Um, I got you thinking, And then your brain started working. You're like, oh shit, all right, I got to take it seriously. Ah, fuck, this is going to take 4 months of 2 or 3 hours a day. Whatever serious is for you, cool, do it, get it done. Everybody in Navy boot camp gets gassed. Yeah, for me, it was Fort Dix, New Jersey in 1988. And yep, I was a runner. I ran into the wall, and then you do the flapping thing and all that. It was big for Air Force. And then we were doing it at Fort Dix, right? So we go through Army. I don't know if Fort Dix is like I don't know if it's a big training thing or whatever, but we were trained by drill instructors, but so we went through basic and then we went through tech school at Lackland to be cops. And then we went to this it was like a month-long thing. So like, you fucking maggot. And they tried to do all that drill instructor stuff. It's like, dude, you're not going to fucking hit me. And you're not like, I'm over it. I'm already a cop. I'll fucking throw your ass down, motherfucker. So they force marched the shit out of us and they did other stuff. And it was like, you guys are fucking Air Force clowns. It was kind of funny. Yeah, just boats weren't for me. A lot of guys in the Navy. And the Navy owns the Marines, right? You Marines know that, right? Like the Marines are the Navy's bitch. I can't wait to hear the comments on this. You guys are going to love that. Don't sleep on them sleep apnea claims. Yep. Prove them properly. But yeah, they're high value, and you'll get the sleep study relatively easy. You gotta like know what to say to get it. So many people have sleep apnea. We just don't get tested. I didn't even know that. So like most of the people in here, probably over 50% already have sleep apnea. Just fun fact or real fact. So getting the diagnosis and the CPAP is a part of it, but you need the nexus. That's the part that you need to put the work in on the sleep apnea. Oh, shimp. I think that's a new avatar, right? Like an actual shimp. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, I think you had an S or something. Okay, so you got a CNP for cervical arthritis in a week. Trying to bump from 20 to 30. Well, if you're already service connected, you're going for an increase. So complaining about what was happening in service 2,700 years ago is irrelevant. So what you need to focus on is how much worse your neck pain is now compared to what it was. And then it needs to have that spin on how uncomfortable it makes your social and work life. It's not quite like a mental health claim, but it all comes down to, right? Able-bodied versus disabled-bodied. No, I don't know anything about VA home loans. That's like a whole nother, there's so much stuff that I don't know what COE is, but yeah, I've done like one VA home loan thing and Social Security thing. Just really, I just want to stay on the VA claims. After dark, with my nipples out. Wasn't that like an HBO softcore porn thing or something? Take it easy. Always a good night. Start a Discord. Yeah, I know. Or Rug Munchers. Bree, hello. Haven't seen you in a couple weeks, I think. I know you're relatively new to the channel, so welcome back. Yeah. So my first girlfriend was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go be a stripper." I was like, "You're hot and you got big tits." Like she's kind of like, "You cool with that?" Like, shit, like $500 a day versus $250 a week. I think that was like about 96 or 95. I mean, that whole thing, the stripper life, you got to make it through. All the guys throwing money at you, all the drugs and all that kind of shit. And that's what kind of made it fall apart. But it was kind of funny. Like, yeah, I mean, fuck, if I could be a stripper, I'd do it in about 2 seconds. So I'm not a hypocrite. Somebody would pay me, I'd strip. So she was kind of like, really? Like, you're cool with that? Like, fuck yeah. Strip while you can, right? Speaking of stripping, I got to take a piss. Donald Green needs an avatar. New member, welcome, Michael. Right on. Appreciate the support. Yep. You're going to need a secondary to, yeah. You're going to need a primary or just actually, yeah, it's actually called direct service connection. So, but thinking about it like primary is fine, semantics. But you need to file a secondary, you're going to need something already service connected. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just going at it. You got the gas chamber in 87 and still remember? Yeah, you don't remember that. The guy literally ran into the wall. I was a runner. You know the runner guys? Like they laugh at you before you go in. Who's going to be the moron runner that just freaks out and runs into the wall? Me. Yeah, Fort Dix, 85. You're there a couple years before I was there. What's that McGuire Air Force Base it's connected to, right? Or used to? That's where I was actually discharged out of. Navy taxi drivers. Mm-hmm. Didn't get gassed. Yep. It's funny. I don't really talk too much about the Navy stuff. I thought it would be kind of fun to throw that out there and stir the pot a little bit. You can't really contact me. You can contact me in the comments. Combat Craig at protonmail.com. I browse through there every now and then, but when this thing starts feeling like work and it's like, here's an email, and it's like 15 pages. I get too many of them. It just really doesn't help with making videos most of the time, but I try not to be a dick. So I'm trying to do some kind of other programs. You had 2 sleep studies and passed them both. You don't understand why you're always sleepy. So you just not passed them. You weren't diagnosed with sleep apnea, right? So just because you don't have I don't know what they're all called, apnea episodes or whatever, doesn't mean you don't have insomnia. If you're always sleepy and you have insomnia and you're not getting sleep, insomnia is different than sleep apnea. They are overlapping symptoms, I think. But you have something else going on. I've had insomnia for a long, long, long time. Probably, I mean, I only got diagnosed with sleep apnea recently, 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. But yeah, insomnia will cause that. I mean, if you're not sleeping at night and you're waking up between 2 and 6, like I do a lot, yeah, you're always sleepy. You usually get a Nexus letter from a private doctor sometimes from a VA doctor, like sometimes meaning 0% chance. It happens. Um, Usually your Nexus letter is going to come from a private doctor. So go to your private doctor. If you don't have one, get one. And learn about Nexus letters and the fun language, like at least as likely as not. Navy wants to own you. They do not pay. Yeah, hit me up, Michael. I have somebody else that kind of, and I don't know if it was you. Somebody sent me like, hey, do the Discord link, but it was free. So that link expires, but it was part of his channel. And I need help, and we need Discord for sure. That's a great way to be um, anonymous and not following YouTube's rules. And you can say whatever you want about whatever. Like, I don't care. But yeah, Michael, hit me up, combatcraig@protonmail.com, and put the subject line as I could hook you up with Discord. Or better yet, I already built your Discord for you. Doesn't need to integrate with YouTube. I could put the link and we'll all hop in and keep it going in between live streams on Discord. And for you guys that don't understand Discord, not that hard. We will help you. It's the bomb. Bree is in the building. Yep, getting back on that board. Absolutely. You just retired from McGuire. I am going to strip because I'm going to roll, but I'm going to go topless for the last couple minutes of the live stream. So this is what a 52-year-old man fat body looks like. And I got tits. Yeah, daytime hypersomnolence does not mean sleep apnea. And I'm going to just keep steering on insomnia on that. That one is a catch-all for sleep stuff. It does overlap, but daytime hypersomnolence does not mean sleep apnea. And that's about all I can say on that. Yeah, I have a friend that I've known since like 2, and his wife was a stripper, and it's funny. I should probably get her on here. She's so secure with herself as well. It's just kind of funny. But, you got to figure out how to make it through doing all the fucking drugs because they're coming and you're going to be hammered for a long time. And a lot of gals don't make it out of that. Yeah, all this money, I pump it back into this channel. It's not much. These $50 things, channel, Discord server. I don't want to do a free one. I just want it to work. So I'm going to buy it and do it right. I'm just kind of lagging the technical help. You're about to retire from McGuire. About to retire from McGuire. Yep, you probably could help too. It's off. Now I'm drinking White Claws. And it's just kind of funny because I'm random. And that's what it is, right? Like when you're you got to be naked, right? When you're talking about talking about mental health, going to a CNP exam, telling your story, whatever your story is, like you literally got to be comfortable naked. I mean, it's just like you're just like get over it. It's where you're at. Like if you like get completely undressed and get naked and walk around. I don't really wear clothes much anyway, so yeah, I mean, I just whatever. It's the late night Craig show. Yeah, softcore porn. Tool show. Yeah, I'm like sitting here with no shirt off in front of a bunch of dudes, village people style. I'm me. Yep, you came back to topless combat Craig. All right, you guys. No, Bree didn't make me do it. All right, you guys. Been an hour and 51 minutes. Well, unless we can keep it going for a while. Getting ready to wrap it up. Wonder if my nipples are hard. Wonder if you care. We've all been there. Yep. OnlyFans. Yep. Well, we'll do that in Discord. We could do some stuff in Discord as well. Can VA cut benefits if surgery is required and you refuse? Unknown. But why would you? I mean, I get it. Have you been knifed before? I have. You can kind of see that when I got my neck surgery. So I had neck surgery and it didn't work. Like I'm still all fucked up right here. So I'm not a big fan of back surgery because I already had something that didn't work. I know they're different situations, but is there a reason why you're not getting surgery? You know, I mean, other than going to the VA and having those hacks, fuck, they might cut off your wrong body part. Hey, Joseph, sorry. I do it to everybody, men and women alike. Once the shirt comes off, I'm sorry, you're going to have dreams. VA loans, huh? Yeah, I don't know much. Peace out, man. Yep. Oh, Sunday night. They'll put the white claw on them and they'll cut. Nope. Don't really work like a chick's nipples. Air wing jarhead. I like that too. Like the avatar. You're good. Marriage with, yeah, exactly. Al Bundy style. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, that's the whole thing, right? I mean, we are what we are. We're whatever age we are, whatever body shape we are. Get naked. I'm telling you, it's going to help you with your VA claim. Loyal female vet here. Perfect. Ooh. Rheumatoid, I think. Arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis. I think you misspelled a few of those, but I think that means that you're pretty jacked up. Are you rated properly? Is that what your rating is, or is that what you're going for? Right on, Wesley. Sour dreams, nightmares. Yeah, you mean like if you're dealing with a lawyer, if you just get it, yeah. Way too sexy. Are you gonna report me for stripping, going topless? Glad you like it. I'm here to entertain. That's part of this whole thing, right? I entertain myself always, and you guys kind of go along with the ride. So yeah, I'm kind of more entertainment motivator, the combat Craig, Tony Robbins ish, without all the spammy bullshit. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. Yeah, I might go topless for the next couple videos. That'll just freak people out. That'll be funny, and we'll all know. Like, why is Combat Craig doing videos with no shirt on? We'll know. I'm gonna do one next week. That'll be funny. if your shirt's off in front of a VA rater. Yep, totally. Thousands of vets go on to their CNP exam with no shirt on. Woo, man, right on. PNT is permanent and total, and permanent and total is associated with 100% rating. That's it. There's a, as you're not 100, there's different, they're dicks about this. So they'll be like, oh, your 40% rating is permanent, or your 40% rating is total. So they use permanent and they use total, and it's really confusing, Arthur. But when they're together and it's actually P&T, it only happens in one place, and that's when you're in the Hundo Club. Thanks, Richard. I'm actually kind of warm right now. I want a good one. Yeah, that's a lot of medical mumbo jumbo. Degenerative disc disease. Got it. Bulge disc, 30% just for feet now. Look at secondaries, and I'd get real with yourself. And if you have depression, anxiety, you're not gonna have PTSD from a degenerate. You need a stressor. But you could have mental health problems because you can't move around. You're a fat piece of shit and your life sucks. So that's a good secondary for your 30%. GERD is another one. You might have migraines. There's a lot of high value 30% high value claims. Educate yourself and learn about them, John, and get a fucking avatar. I need a stripper pole in the background. Rocking the chest hair. Oh yeah, I'm starting to skate. I've been a blob for a long time. I've gained, I was on Norco for a long time. I was down to like 200 pounds. Now I'm 243, and I'm like, just like long time with the painkillers, like 7 years. So I'm just trying to find a new way to be in pain and move. And I've just been wallowing in my shit. And I decided that skateboarding is my way out. It's the only thing I've actually enjoyed doing. It's a workout. It's challenging. Scares the shit out of you. And that's how I broke my nose. So I busted my elbow and busted my foot. So that's that. Oh yeah, it won't, John. It won't pop up on the thing that I'm throwing on the screen, but it might. Yeah, it'll show up next time. All right. Yes. You guys that have mentioned Discord, come with a full solution. I don't need like a fucking detailed business plan. Just how much is it? Because the free thing probably isn't going to work. I don't want links that expire. But I need help, and I need somebody with moderator skills, and just the framework part, so it runs. And I know it pretty much runs on its own, but yeah, anybody that's smart with Discord, I'm all about it. So we're going to do the topless countdown, because I guess we're going for 2 hours. We got 1:59 and 37 seconds, and this shit's turning off at 2 hours. You'd love to see a tiger in the jungle again, huh? I can't do like YouTube it. How do I set up an avatar on my Google profile? It's not. It's tied to your Google, like your Gmail account, kind of, and like there's like another thing outside of Gmail, like a Google profile. But once you figure out how to get there, it'll update it in your Gmail, your profile, and on YouTube. So it's kind of, you got to figure out how to get to that spot. I'm not going to try to explain that right now. Are they all free? I don't know. If it is, cool. I'm a fan of just technology stuff, right? So yeah, you like this software I use for live streaming. There's a free version. It doesn't do much. Okay, so Michael already sent me a link. All right, cool. I probably got a couple of phone calls to make. We've passed the 2 hour mark, and I'm going to roll out. I will see you guys on Sunday night. Combat Craig out.